Hey, it's on. Look, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is so on.
Pull up a chair, grab a cold one, smoke 'em if you got 'em. It's time for the Fan Happy Hour.
On the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 and 1080. The Fan.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
And
my apologies.
you're good.
No, we're good. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, no, we're
What
good.
did you tell me right before we got on air?
I'm a giant dumbass. So.
You're doing.
Well, no, we had
you're
to.
doing great.
Yeah, between shows, Patrick had to come in and do a little
Oh.
voice thing, and yeah.
So I'm
I had
on the
to-
air.
Now you are on
Am
the
I
air.
here? I
You
couldn't
are
hear
hot.
myself.
We're live. You're
I'm
hot. We're
I'm
live.
live.
You're hot. We're live.
I'm gonna.
It's a Monday, folks.
I'm gonna edit the comment that you made to me before you said, "Hey, don't screw this up."
Yeah, I said, hey, yeah, have a good show. Let's not F this up.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and I F'd it up.
Just like immediately.
Immediately. Right off the bat, I did. I F'd it up.
Immediately.
Yes.
Welcome into Happy Hour, everybody. I'm coming off of a long weekend. It was hood to coast, and I survived. You were coming off a weekend of parenting.
Yeah.
Mr. Rust, how was everything for you? You were filling in for your wife. She had to take care of some personal business, had a little procedure done. So you were full-time parent, single parent, plus taking care of your wife. Everything went well for you, I'm told.
Yeah, well, she will probably also argue that I.
I
did
just want
not
your
pick
perspective.
up any of the slack.
No.
So,
I just want your
yeah.
perspective
Yeah.
on it. Are you happy with your performance, young man?
I cooked a couple meals, so I cooked a couple meals.
Look at you.
We did some takeout also a couple of times.
Now, when you
and,
say cooked a meal, what is in your recipe book that you are busting out? I want to know how intense this got.
last night I made it was a crispy honey garlic chicken, so kind of
Yeah.
like an Asian style type thing.
All right.
Yeah. So you get your dredge with the for the chicken. You get
That's
some different spices in there, and then with the sauce, you got some soy sauce, some honey, and some garlic, and some ginger, and that is what you drizzle over the
buddy.
crispified chicken that you serve with some rice.
I like all this. So you're doing plenty of prep. You're cutting up the chicken. You're dredging. You're cooking it in hot oil. You're making a sauce to go with it. Vegetables on the side. That's a proper meal. You need to give yourself a little more credit.
Yeah, well, no, I don't need to give myself more credit. No, I won't. And because also my wife does listen sometimes, and she'll be like, "You better shut your butt up, dude." Yeah, there are like 2 or 3 things that I make that I do fairly well at.
And that's one of them.
That's one of them, and they don't all happen often.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll make the hell out of it sloppy joes too.
Oh, we once made sloppy joes with ground turkey meat.
Okay, sure.
And then added in like the sliced and diced carrots, celery, and then instead of doing your typical red sauce, we did.
You guys tried to do some.
No, we just ran into the recipe.
Okay, that's
we just
okay.
we did like a buffalo sauce, so it was like a
Okay.
buffalo sloppy Joe.
All
It
right.
didn't go too far beyond that, but the carrots and the
Yeah.
thing, and then you did a little blue cheese on top. That's all it was. Really?
I hurt.
You don't like blue cheese with
No,
buffalo sauce?
No, I hate blue cheese.
Oh well, that's a you thing. You don't have to put it on. It's on the
No, it's fine.
side.
But
If
yeah.
you like, do you like buffalo flavor?
I do enjoy buffalo.
It was
flavor.
a nice because we'll do sloppy joes every once in a while. But
Yeah.
the turkey's honestly a little too lean for like that hearty red sauce.
Fair enough.
So the buffalo, and we just happen to see the recipe. We're like, yeah, we'll give that a try.
To me, there are
Pretty good.
2 things that people say
Uh-oh.
that they well, no, that they will bitch about that they cannot stand and they hate eating. And one of them is meatloaf, and the other one is sloppy joes.
Oh yeah,
And to both of those, I will say, if you don't like them, you've just never had a good one.
I would 100% agree with that. We never had meatloaf. I think my mom was traumatized by a meatloaf as a child. And I
Well,
don't remember her ever making
I get it because
meatloaf.
there's a lot of people that make a lot of bad meatloafs.
Yeah, I mean,
that's fine. I understand.
So there's one of 2 things that happened that she never made it, and I've made up this entire story about the fact that she had this trauma, or she made it and it was so bad that I have repressed those memories. But I cannot remember for the life of me a meatloaf being made in our house. The first time I remember having one is a buddy of mine. I think he made his mom's recipe. Oh my God, it was good.
Mm.
So yeah, so I would agree, but I don't think it's just those things. Anytime you say you don't like something, that
It's because you haven't had it done right.
exactly.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yes. So like we do it like when we do a meatloaf, there's a butcher shop near us. They have a ground beef cut that has some bacon mixed into it.
Gotta get the right amount of fat.
See, so yeah, that makes a killer meatloaf. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing. It's all taste. We're trying to explain this to our children.
Yeah.
Don't say something's gross. You can say that you don't like it.
Mhm.
Doesn't make it gross.
Correct.
Everybody has their own, different paths they've traveled to get to this meal. Some
Yes.
people love it. Some people won't. There are places in this world where they eat bugs. One of
Yes.
those
One of those
places
is T-Mobile Park.
Thank you. You were ahead of me on that one. They do the sriracha crickets, the garlic crickets, whatever they're doing up
can't-
there.
That's too much for me.
But you know what? They're very popular. And if you want them when you go up there, you better get them before they're sold out. I have never actually sought them out. I always think of it after I leave the game. Somebody brings it up. Did you have the crickets? I'm like, I'm not opposed to it. But
I
again,
am opposed to it.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Again, we all bring our own baggage to whatever meal we're having.
Yeah.
And I don't judge. Just
Yeah.
go out and
And like
if you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it gross.
Yeah.
Just go, not for me.
No. And
Not
like I
for
said,
me.
even like with the
No. We made a meal. If you'd like to try it, you're welcome to it. If not, there's dino nuggets in there and you're figuring
Yes.
out the microwave. So good luck. Because guess what I think about those?
even like with the
They're not
sloppy joes, just don't go. We're not talking a manwich thing. You gotta make it. You
Sure.
gotta make it.
Oh.
You got your ground beef. You get your mirepoix. You got your some tomato paste and some tomato sauce and garlic and yeah. It's a whole thing. It's not man. I'm not talking manwich.
But you know what? If you like a manwich, good for you. I will abstain. But yes, every once in a while, a good sloppy Joe
Yeah.
is definitely worth the effort.
So, like I said, with meatloaf and sloppy joes, if you say you don't like them, you haven't had a good one.
I do not disagree. So we survived Hood to Coast this weekend. I want to just give a shout out to my van mates who were with us. So we had the great Dave Kingsella, local.
It was a hot weekend too.
The hottest Hood to Coast ever. So we had all the advice. So Dave Kingsella is one of our sales executives.
No, he's
Sales executive here at Odyssey Portland.
Dave Kingsella, like sales king. Well, it's in his name. in his
Sella.
name.
Yeah, King Sella. But Dave is also our running coach. He's our local running coach. He starts recruiting today for next year's Hood to Coast. So he already has said that he tried to put in the reservation for the vans for next year. He's already recruiting runners for next year's team, but he puts the whole thing together for at least our squad. Brandon Sprague actually had his own team that he ran with this year. But we had Dave, who's in his, I'm going to say mid-50s. We had myself and the great Ryan Castle, who used to be the program director for KGON.
Yes.
Still works with Odyssey Seattle. He came down and ran
We
with us.
have dueling like Hood to Coast teams.
Oh,
do
we
we
do.
not?
Yeah. So our van was the great Ryan Castle and myself, both in our mid-40s. So we had mid-50s, mid-40s. We had another gal, Haley Rose, who's, I believe, in her 30s. And then we had a couple young pups. So sales executive Paulina out here and her boyfriend Owen,
Okay.
both in their 20s. Care to guess who slept the most during the race event?
I'm gonna go with the kids in their
Oh
20s.
my God. This kid Owen was asleep the entire freaking time. I still have not slept for more than 2 hours, 3 hours maybe straight since we embarked on the trip on Friday. So my voice is a little hoarse. I may have talked too much. I may have drank too much. I may have ran too much.
We'll get there.
But I survived the weekend. And here's the important thing. You did say, yes, we have dueling Hood to Coast teams. I checked with Dave. We got the results. Our team, I don't want to discredit anything anybody in Van 2 did for our team.
Okay.
But our team combined beat Sprague's team
Ooh.
by 3 hours.
Ooh.
There you go.
Because I do think I think I heard some mile markers for the brand man's wife.
Oh, Lindsay Hara crushed everybody.
Yeah.
So this is the 6th time that I've done Hood to Coast.
Mm-hmm.
This was by far the biggest struggle for training for me. I've had a hamstring issue since like May.
Yeah.
And so
that's my famous thing.
Yeah.
I'm always pulling a hammy.
Well, this this was rest, run, rest, run all the way through the summer, and it got up to like a few weeks before.
Okay.
And I got are you sure you're good to do this? And I'm like, no, listen, I'm not. And I had to resign to the fact that I will not be making any personal records. I will not be going fast.
Yeah.
But I'd also committed to one of the hardest legs. So if anybody's out there that runs Hood to Coast, leg
There we go.
5.
I took one for the team.
Yeah.
I took the hardest leg on the hottest weekend.
Well, hey, facts, my brother. What I will say is karmic justice paid off. So I have one of the hardest legs, but I got an 8:30 first run. I got like a 7:30 p.m. second run, and I got a 5:30 a.m. third run. So I actually missed most of the extreme heat. I did not get very much direct sunlight at all. So I did pretty well. But our team, most importantly, our team beat Sprague's team, which is really the one thing that you want.
That's the real championship right there.
I'll tell you. Well, and that's with Lindsay Hara running 4.5 minute miles for however many miles she ran. Actually, I think it was 6.5. I don't even need to exaggerate. I was going to say 4.5 to make her sound bad. She was running like 6 minute miles.
Yeah,
which is insane.
She's a runner.
Well,
She's a runner.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is. I mean, again, like you said, on the hottest Hood to Coast that we ever had, she absolutely crushed it, and we still beat their team. So that's all I'm saying.
There we go.
That's all I am saying.
There
Should
we
we do
go.
some? Should we do some in case you missed it?
Yeah, sure. Let me just make sure I get my old Benny Hill music in
Yes.
here. And
You just let me know. You just let me know.
there
when
we
you're
go. I
ready,
got it.
my
Now we're
friend.
in here.
Bengals reportedly making a new attempt to sign Trey Hendrickson. The Cincinnati Bengals all-pro defensive end Trey Hendrickson has resumed contract negotiations with cautious optimism for a unique deal before week 1. Here's a unique idea. The Bengals offering to cut him in on the team gear that they're selling to fans.
Yeah. Oh no.
Danny was all geared up about that. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think
we
that's
heard-
I don't
yeah.
think that's a news story. But
we did. That's a crazy story. That
Yeah.
is yeah.
I mean, can you imagine trying to resell some of the shorts that the guys are practicing in that weigh 375 pounds on the defensive line? Good luck.
Why
with-
are they so big?
Good luck with that. Speaking of Cincinnati, fans were loving Reds rookie pitcher. His name is Zach Big Sugar Maxwell.
Sugar.
6'6", 275 pounds, throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs.
Yeah.
The big question in Cincinnati is, can he also rush the passer?
Yeah. Well,
'Cause- no,
yeah.
no.
He's a large man.
I get some Bengals.
I know exactly because where's Trey Hendrickson? Come on, you guys.
Well,
Good
honestly,
Lord.
just get some defense.
Yes.
I want the Bengals to be
Any
good.
semblance of defense.
I don't want the Bengals to be good, but I want Joe Burrow to have another crack at it because
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest, we're all done with old Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, we're all done with him. He's so
Yeah.
terrible.
Amen to that. All right. Speaking of Major League Baseball relievers, Tyler Phillips went a little viral this weekend, slapping himself as he was out earning the save. In a post-game interview, he said that he was pissed off and he doesn't like hitters and he never cools down. And aren't you supposed to hate the hitters? Aren't you supposed to go out and put out your full effort? You're an insane person. It's like Chris Rock. You're supposed to hate the hitters. Is that what it is?
Exactly.
Supposed to love your kids?
Supposed to. It's a big case of the supposed to's.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much supposed to. Very triumphant story over the weekend. In case you missed it, Tommy Fleetwood secured his long-awaited first PGA Tour victory, the Tour Championship. He shot a final round 68. He clinched the FedEx Cup. He got a $10 million payout, a testament to resilience. Over 163 starts, he finally gets a win. You know, it's just nice to see a guy that has barely made $60 million going into the tournament finally get a victory. Congratulations, Tommy Fleetwood.
Congratulations, Tommy. Don't call me Mick Fleetwood because that's the
yeah.
only name that I can ever think of when I see Fleetwood on the leaderboard.
You know what? The funny thing is, I don't even think of Mick Fleetwood until I think of Lindsey Buckingham and then Stevie Nicks and then you go,
and
he's
then,
Mick.
yeah.
Has there ever been a band named after the less less interesting people in the band.
Yes, the Foo Fighter.
Well,
No, wait, that doesn't.
No,
go.
that doesn't.
No,
that
wait,
doesn't,
that doesn't happen.
That doesn't
either.
work at
No,
all. So,
no.
but yeah, pretty good win for Tommy Fleetwood. Finally, Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Jacoby Myers, coming off a 1,000-yard season, has requested a trade after contract extensions broke down with the Raiders. The Raiders stated they have no plans to honor his request. Maybe if Myers wants them to pay attention to his request, maybe you should try taking a nap on the team's training table during the next game. You keep booing for Micah Parsons, but it sounds like you're booing for me.
Yeah, well, no, I'm booing for Jerry Jones, if we're being honest.
You know what? Can I be honest? This is the first time we've seen equal petulance on both sides, which is actually kind of fun. It's like fighting Jerry with his own medicine.
It is great,
but it's like the petulance of youth versus like the petulance of the elderly.
No,
and to me, the clash is good. Like Jerry Jones goes and hugs his mom and just says, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get all this figured out." And just it's just
no. I love that somebody wants to go up to Jerry Jones and be like, you know what? No, I'm gonna lay on this table right here, sir, and I'm gonna lay on my
but doesn't that
massage table?
Doesn't that make
during
him look
this game?
Stupid? If you're out there going, all right, well, listen, if this guy somehow doesn't get signed, then he goes into, a actual free agency bid. Who knows how much money he loses in the meantime? But I feel like this is starting to lean more Le'Veon Bell, I think, than anything else.
Well, no, but listen, but the thing is that no, Myles Garrett, he's
not Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons.
Excuse me. Yes, Browns and Cowboys. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What does it all mean, Basil?
Yeah, it's all. Guess what? He's still going to get his paycheck, and Jerry Jones is going to pay him every dime that he wanted to get before, and probably more so.
Happy that he gets his money. But I feel like at the end of this, you're going to end up with both of these guys looking a lot worse than they should have going into it. And I think Micah Parsons has equal footing on that. So with that, we will move on to the Daily Buzz. You are listening to Happy Hour on 105.1 The Fan.
Topics and trivial matters that got our attention. It's the Daily Buzz on the Fan Happy Hour.
The Buzz.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Just as we were talking about it in case you missed it, now we have a report from Ian Rappaport. It's always funny saying a report from Rappaport.
Yeah, I always have to try to strategically place those words in my updates.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a chance to write it
I don't want to say
yeah,
I don't want to say Ian Rappaport reports.
Yep.
I always want to say, Ian Rappaport of NFL Network
Yeah.
reports.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, with that
That's how
in
we go.
mind, we just got the news. This is we need a breaking news sounder for the show at some point, but we don't have all the details. So if you don't have it at the ready, I'm perfectly okay with it.
How about the more you know? Is that good?
I actually kind of love that. No, that's great. Trey Hendrickson and Bengals, according to Ian Rappaport, are closing in on a deal. So you will see the leading sackman from last year dressed up in Bengal stripes as the season begins, most likely. So more details to follow, but we do have a report that will be happening. More news in the Buzz is, in case you missed it, we now have a new all-time leader for home runs as a catcher.
Ooh.
Who
Who is that, Luke?
It's no longer Salvador Perez. 2 home runs yesterday against the A's in an 11-4 victory. Puts Cal Raleigh alone as the leader, as somebody that's played at least 75% of his games as a catcher with the most home runs now. So you've still.
Hey, do you want to hear Rick Riz's call of it?
Hell yes, I want to hear the
Now
Riz.
here's Cal Raleigh, fresh from setting the major league record. Tying it, swinging a drive, deep to left field. More history. Goodbye, baseball, off the out-of-town scoreboard. Cal Raleigh with his historic 49th home run of the year. Cal has hit more home runs than any catcher in the history of the game of baseball, and he does it right away on August the 24th on a Sunday afternoon here at T-Mobile.
More than a month of baseball left. He's already sitting at 49. 50 feels inevitable. Here's a couple other things that you need to know. That was the 9th multi-home run game for Cal Raleigh this season. We've talked about this many times on this program. He has never hit more than 2 in a game, but he has 9 2-home run games, both of those yesterday coming from the right side of the plate. So his power numbers this year have been pretty evenly distributed. Yeah. He's now hitting 280 from the right side. Last year, 180. So if you're looking for room for improvement, it's that right side of the plate that's doing it.
Well, you know what? Here's what I love is that the big dumper, he keeps dropping bombs.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Give you a couple more little stat nuggies for you.
Yeah.
Is
he going to keep dropping stat nuggies?
I will.
Big dumper.
I will drop you big dumper stat nuggies. But you've got the obvious one: 49 homers passes Salvi Perez. The 9 multi-homer games is a new Mariner record. He was sitting on a tie for 8 with Ken Griffey Jr. And now has the most multi-home run games by a switch hitter in a single season, passing Mickey Mantle. So you pass in one home run passes all the catchers, Ken Griffey Jr. and Mickey Mantle.
Wait, so we're talking for a switch hitter in a season.
Most multi-homer home run game, or 9 multi-home run games is the most by a switch hitter ever.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In a single season.
All right. That's great. I thought you were hitting me with the most
home
runs in a season for a switch hitter.
No, but it is Mickey
But
Mantle that he's chasing down.
But that is a very notable.
Well, and
number.
I think the obvious one, the big one, is the 49 home runs, and that is something that has now brings up all of the MVP talk, and we can get into all of that detail and everything that you have there. This is a platinum glove catcher, by the way, so you have somebody that I guess when you say platinum glove, it doesn't exclude him to just catchers, but he won the platinum glove last year
Yeah.
for being the best defensive player in the American League.
Yeah.
He has already increased his home run output by 19 with more than a month to play.
So a tremendous defensive player is also belting the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, and listen, his batting average is down, but the thing is, man, when you need somebody to go out there and lead the way, we talked about it a couple weeks ago when he passed Aaron Judge. When Aaron Judge first went on the IL, he passed him for the most go-ahead home runs, having, the ability to go out and kind of lead your team both from defensively and offensively. I don't know. This is an incredible season. I will say it again because I say it every time we look at these numbers. Yes, it's very cool to set a single season record for catchers. It's awesome anytime you pass Griffey wearing a Mariners uniform. It is exceptional when you pass. I don't care what the number
Johnny
is.
Bench.
But how far you reach into the old cookie jar to pull out, you just beat Mickey Mantle is pretty great at anything.
Come on,
Mariners.
Come
do
on,
not screw
man.
this up. This is a magical season. You must get to the postseason. Right now, just 2 games back of the Houston Astros, and hopefully they can catch that. But man, winning an AL West banner or pennant would be something that would be absolutely exceptional. But the magical season continues for Cal Raleigh, and hopefully with everybody else hitting a little bit better around him, we'll see more pitches, and we can continue this run, because that, my friends, was awesome. So we actually have some college football this weekend. There was a panel of ESPN personalities that went out and picked their favorites to make the college football playoff. 11 of the 12 had Oregon. 1 did not. So Oregon not a shoo-in. The one that did not pick Oregon replaced them with another Big Ten team. So not
I think they got
Ohio State.
they got sent to hell, is that right?
Well,
no.
they might. I mean, this is kind of a wild pick. Their pick, Nebraska.
Ooh.
What?
Scott Frost feeling good?
Well, Scott Frost isn't even there.
I know,
Matt Rule,
he
but
probably still feels pretty good.
do you think he does? Do you think he still roots for Nebraska?
I think Scott Frost absolutely still roots for Nebraska.
Do you think he roots for Oregon or Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Just because he played there.
Yeah.
But they kind of fired him pretty quickly.
Yeah, but I think he's still, look, sometimes you still kind of like that girl that kicked you out.
I guess that's pretty fair. Is he still welcome back in Nebraska?
Probably not.
The fans still okay with him?
You know what? No. I think
they
that there are people there that, yes, I think there are people in Lincoln that would welcome Scott Frost back with open arms.
Okay. Well, it was unanimous that you would have Penn State and Ohio State in there as well. So the Big Ten is going to be well represented in there, but we'll see what happens. Did you sit and take any time to watch college football? I know you had a busy weekend. I know I had a busy weekend. Did you get any time to watch any college football this weekend? Are you considering the official kickoff?
I think I watched about, honestly, 60 seconds of that Kansas State Iowa State game. Just solely because I woke up and I turned on the television and I was like, I got to get up and go pee.
Well, there you go. All right, one more from the NFL before we get to the sports desk. Terry McLaurin is now set. He has reached a 3-year deal worth $96 million with the Commanders. The hold-in is over, and he'll be ready to go for the season opener. So there you have it. We'll keep an eye and see if we get any details on what is going on with Trey Hendrickson, but it sounds like he's going to sign. Let's walk over to the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. And Russ, tell me what we missed.
Well, first off, if you've been arrested for DUI, you need a team of attorneys into whom you can place your trust. Call Reynolds Defense Firm today online at reynoldsdefensefirm.com. First on the fan, Texans running back Joe Mixon. Look, we all know he is very problematic. He won't be activated from the non-football injury list by tomorrow's 1 p.m. Pacific deadline. He will miss at least the first 4 games of the season due to an ankle injury. He will be moved to the reserve/non-football injury list before tomorrow's deadline. This is another one. He has an ankle injury. how is that not a football injury? And are we sure it's not due to another Joe Mixon issue?
I'm not
I don't get these things, Luke.
Well, the non-football means you hurt it not playing football. I don't think it matters where you injure yourself. So non-football injury, I believe, just means it happened elsewhere. So
Okay.
whatever he was up to, I'm going to kind of stay away from that. But is there an
Look,
equivalent?
there's a joke I could make, but I will not.
Well, there's a joke I've already made that hasn't made it to the air. But are you familiar with the Crazy Hot scale?
Yeah.
Is there one for just problematic and very good at football scale? I mean, there's got to be an equivalent for that where it's like, hey, we'll put up with all your BS if you can run for 1,500 yards falling out of bed.
Yeah, no, and you know what? I think we would be there if he were a Cleveland Brown.
Well, I mean, surprising he's not. I mean,
I know.
he wouldn't have had to move as far out of Ohio to do that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, listen, it's just one of those things where if you still got the juice and can go out and play, people are going to put up with a lot of garbage.
All right, more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Russ from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy. He's at warrenallen.com.
Recruiting with Andrew Nemec, Thursday evenings at 7 after Isaac and Soup on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Sell your car.
Network with Luke Anderson. This is The Tape Don't Lie, where Luke answers for the dumbest things he said last week.
Wasn't he the white Jordan?
He is black.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. I'm a genius.
I'll take Stanford to win this game. I don't know that it'll have any impact, but having Andrew Luck back there, I kind of root for Stanford a little bit. It'd be nice to see them do something.
Got anything for that one? After Hawaii uses a previously unproven kicker that never kicked anywhere ever to beat Stanford.
And Stanford got a conference. This is what's kind of disappointing. I thought it was funny that SMU won the first year in their ACC where they're like, we'll take none of your money. We just need a conference so we have a pathway to the playoff. They use it and they get there. And the rest of the ACC is kind of left scratching their head going, what happened to us? Clemson obviously made it in. But the weirdest thing about Stanford being in the ACC is that they're in the ACC. They traveled to Hawaii. They also traveled to Miami this year. They traveled to North Carolina. This is going to be a long season if they can't win that one. I felt like they kind of needed to do something. And I still root for the pieces of the Pac-12 to go and do some damage in their conferences.
Yeah, and I guess you would
and
root for some Frank Reich and for some Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
And
the one year that I lived in Hawaii was the Cole Brennan year, which was just fantastic. So I should have just picked Hawaii, and then they played Georgia and lost by 1,000. But yeah, no. 0 for 1 in college football so far. Actually, I picked Iowa State, so I did okay.
Good start.
Yeah, great.
I do not pick games with my brain. I do it with my heart. And so I'll do the same thing with the Big 12. Here's what I'm really rooting for is I want Deion to win, not because he's Deion. I just want to do it without his stinking kids, because I think that would be really funny. Shedeur gets cut by the Browns. Shiloh doesn't do anything with the Bucks. And whoever the new guys are go in there and just run buckshot over the Big 12 out of Colorado. And everybody loses their mind. Oh, my gosh, Deion has done it. They get to the playoffs and get wiped.
Well, first off, I want to know who ran buckshot.
Yeah, buckshot
over anybody.
Rough shot.
Yeah. Anyway, look, we talk for a living. We're bound to screw it up.
Well, that's why I put
sometimes.
it in there. I was actually seeing I was curious if you would catch that because I was going to call myself
Oh, of
out.
course I caught that. Come on now.
Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? But so Shiloh Sanders has been cut.
Boy, man, one of the smart things to do is to punch a guy in a football game while he's wearing a helmet. Another thing to do is punch a guy in a football game where the only two people within 15 yards of anybody. Another smart thing to do is when you're undrafted and struggling to, make a name for yourself and you're kind of on the border of that 53-man roster to punch somebody.
Yeah.
Sounds like he does have an opportunity to maybe play in Canada. Just waiting for the Shedeur shoe to drop, but it sounds like the Browns might be willing to keep 4 quarterbacks on their roster and to pay Deshaun Watson all the money not to play quarterback because he won't affect the roster size.
They have let go of Snoop Huntley.
They did. The one guy the guy that they put in to run the game-winning drive. I'm very curious if Kevin Stefanski was like, hey, listen, I'd love to keep you, but the owner's not going to let me, and we're in an absolute mess. Least I can do is help you get a better job. Let's put you in there so you can prove that you're probably the best quarterback on this roster, and then just let him go out there and roll. And Shedeur, it's going to be a disaster.
The one thing was that, I don't know if anybody actually remembers this, Snoop Huntley, the only Pro Bowler. The only Pro Bowler, the only guy that has ever made a Pro Bowl on that roster, and they cut him.
Flacco never made a Pro Bowl.
Look, I'm going off of what I saw on the Twitters. So
hey, I'll
I'll
take you. I'd be surprised if that were the case, but hey, maybe it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. And this is again just an absolute disaster. That was the thing you would expect Shedeur to do if he wanted to get cut, was basically play a terrible second half, take a 25-yard sack as one of several sacks that he takes, and then get pulled for the final drive in a game that doesn't even really matter.
Yeah.
That's all the signs of a guy they don't want on the roster, but it makes me think that the coach is not necessarily making the decision on that dude.
Yeah, and also if I'm wrong, apologies to Joe Flacco.
Were you the one that said that the Mariners winning the division would be more about the Astros failing than the Mariners succeeding?
I don't believe that was me, but I'll take credit for it.
Sure, I'll give you credit for it.
I don't think I was that one, but I don't know, man.
Hey, as you might have said. That's the
look.
thing is like you said, we talk for a living.
Yeah.
Who knows what I said? Who knows what I
Exactly.
didn't?
I don't know.
Yeah, how would I? How am I supposed to know?
What?
Here we are listening back to me say stupid things from last week.
Yes.
So keep trying to keep myself accountable. Who knows what we say?
So anyway, those same Seattle Mariners, when we go to the standings right now, if this will refresh, they are 2 games back of those Houston Astros in the American League West. And if we go to the wild card standings, they are currently the 3rd wild card team, a half game back of the Yankees and a full game back of the Red Sox. But they have a 3-game cushion over the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, well, they also have the second half of the Vetter Cup. And I wish I had been more prepared because I was actually thinking of this earlier today, and I thought we should just get the groans and the oohs and the goos of one Eddie Vedder. No.
No, not one of those. How about this? No.
Yeah. I want the mumbles and the stumbles of Eddie Vedder. So maybe we'll grab those for tomorrow and the next day.
Gotcha.
So anytime we make any reference to this is the second half of the first inaugural Vedder Cup. The Mariners swept the front half of it in San Diego.
Woo!
So now, if they can put on a showing at home against the Fathers, the Friars, the Padres, then they have a chance to jump up and improve their standing in the wild card, or possibly they can go into the weekend with another lead in the AL West just to immediately lose it. But I'm all for it. Let's jump on the roller coaster. You can't win can't sweep a series against the last place A's. Let's go out and do it against the first place Padres. Are they in first place still? I think they are. after the
Sure.
weekend.
No, tied.
Tied.
Tied with the Dodgers.
Tied for what?
For first place.
There you go.
Yes, there we go.
There you go.
And also the brand man just coming in during this segment telling me that Joe Flacco has not ever been named an AFL Pro Bowl quarterback, but one year he was
AFL?
invited to
Okay.
as a replacement. So anyway, there we go.
Was Snoop invited as a replacement, or was he named?
Look, all I know is Snoop Huntley was actually a Pro Bowl quarterback. So
What, you mean he played in a Pro Bowl?
Snoop Huntley, Pro Bowl quarterback, Joe Flacco, not.
It's just another reminder of why I hate college football. I don't hate the games being played. I don't hate the universities and the pageantry and all of this. But is there any organization, any league, any sport that does a worse job starting things off and finishing things up?
I hate college football too, Luke.
I don't take that back. Can I tell you, I was curious about the one game, the top 20 matchup, Iowa State, Kansas State.
Yeah.
We
all kind of looked at that and went, really?
Again, it's week 0. They limp into it. Here's where it got even worse.
Yeah.
This is where I justify my statement. You know the biggest story that kept showing up every time I looked for results of that game? The stupid Pop-Tarts showing up. It was Pop-Tarts dancing the Irish jig in Dublin, and the story was written.
Where's my Guinness Pop-Tart?
The story was written as if it was a heroic appearance because it's the 2 surviving Pop-Tarts, because it's the 2 last Pop-Tart Bowl winners facing off.
Yeah.
College football, I want to love you. You make it so hard. Like, does anything say more sellout than bringing in dancing Pop-Tarts to kick off your entire season as a sport?
They have really dug all the way in on the Pop-Tart stuff.
Listen, I don't hate the Pop-Tart stuff.
No, I don't.
This is your first game of the year.
Yeah.
You've made a big deal to send your fan bases over to Ireland. Hey, good on you, Pop-Tarts, for finding a marketing opportunity and doing all that. The problem was, I was not looking for Pop-Tarts.
No.
I could not avoid Pop-Tarts. That's where it gets disappointing. Listen, I don't know what algorithm feeds my my storylines that I get, but I've bought a Pop-Tart. I haven't eaten a Pop-Tart. I haven't purchased a Pop-Tart.
Oh, I enjoy my Pop-Tarts.
It's
We are a cereal household and also a Pop-Tart household.
My wife wanted the kids to try the Pop-Tarts. I didn't like them, so I ended up eating a couple to finish them out, and then went, we never have to buy those again. So, but
Hope nobody listening is running Hood to Coast this weekend because it is going to get very, very hot. Also, a programming reminder, I will be out on Friday because I am running Hood to Coast.
you know, my favorite thing about that clip was just your laugh. At
Yeah, exactly.
It was, well,
It's going to be hot as hell this weekend, sir.
also, it was like a perfect chuckle. Like if you looked at the actual like audio file, it just has these perfectly staggered little chuckles.
Yeah,
That
I
was,
do what I can.
That was genuine laughter from you. But we survived our weekends. I running Hood to Coast.
I'm glad you did because that was a warm weekend. That was a very warm weekend, and I don't know how the hell you guys did it because also I would not want to under any circumstance.
Yeah, so the reports were that it topped out 101, the hottest Hood to Coast ever. There was 6 people that were pulled off the course for emergency purposes. Nobody with any.
What did you do, Luke?
Nobody with anything serious. They all released from the hospital, sent home under their own accord. One of the crazy things, though, was my wife went down to the coast Friday before the parade of runners goes down there. So she went down to Seaside to meet us at the beach. There was an RV that caught fire on the way down there. There was a wreck that Lifeline had to go.
I drive by one of those every morning on the way here, basically.
Well, there was also 2 more in the city. There's one on 84, one in Gresham. So at the same time, in either side of Portland and in the center of Portland, 3 RVs on fire at one time. So it took her almost as long to get to the coast as it did for me, and I ran the thing.
All right, I'll tell you what. This weekend, I'm also heading down to the coast after kickoff of the Oregon game. So y'all better stay the hell off the roads.
After
and let me get down
kickoff
there.
or after the
After kickoff.
Okay.
I have to wait till kickoff.
Gotcha.
I'm here.
I got you.
I am here until kickoff.
Okay.
And then I can head down.
And
to
then
the
you're going to
coast.
listen to it on the fan.
Naturally,
down.
right here on the Fan Sports Network.
That's right.
That's right.
This will be the first Ducks game on 105.1 The Fan.
Oh, that FM's going to sound so good.
It's actually,
gonna
it
sound
really
so
will.
good.
So all I wanted to say was congratulations to everyone that survived the weekend.
Yes, congratulations to all you like psychos that like to run for fun and especially in 96 plus degrees.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't get it.
I didn't mean just Hood to Coasters. I meant I meant single parents taking care of a wife that's not feeling great.
I'm no single parent.
Anybody,
Look,
for a couple days.
I had a weekend where I had to do a couple of things that mom would normally do all the effing time otherwise. So
and you survived.
I'm not trying to claim any sort of special accolades here.
What kind of accolades?
Yeah, I had to remember the word. Excuse me. I had to remember the word.
Congratulations to everyone surviving a very hot weekend, whether you ran or not. One More for the Road is next. Fan Happy Hour, 105.1 The Fan.
Relax, hot shot.
Welcome back to the Fan Happy Hour. We're about to wrap things up.
Maybe you guys like what I have so far?
Wicked woman, cool creams and misters. You got a cool spell on me.
Let's grab one more for the road.
Come on, everybody. Everything's smooth.
Here's Luke Anderson.
All right, Mr. Rust, anything people are saying out there in text and comment land?
Well, I got one here. It says, let's see here. Oh, Rufio from earlier. Rust, can you turn the lights down in the control room? The glare is killing me. Top of your head is like looking straight into an LED headlight.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, listen. You don't cut your hair often, but when you do, you cut it all.
No, I go about every 6 to 8 weeks, and it's a whole clean, shorn thing, and yeah. So, but yeah. So
all right. Well, there you have it.
This week I got clean.
All right. Let's do one more for the road.
Oh wait. Hang on. Oh wait.
One for the road. All right. Jackson.
That's a new addition. Sorry, I like that.
Jackson Darts.
Anytime I can get some Boz Skaggs in here, my goodness.
Jackson Dart's little brother is making a name for himself with some big hits in recruiting videos. Would you care to guess the first name of Jackson Dart's little brother?
Camel, Marlboro, Virginia
like
Slims.
I see where you're going.
Pall
with
Mall.
that. It is Diesel Dart.
Oh God, I hate those parents.
You hate them. How could
That's awful.
All right.
That's awful. Diesel Dart.
Yes, listen.
That's terrible.
With that in mind, I want to give you some players
That
to
is
watch.
terrible.
I want to give you some players to watch for in college football this year.
It won't be Diesel Dart.
No, he's a recruit. He's a high school senior.
All right,
he's
whatever.
lighting people up. Diesel Dart is an unstoppable force in high school football. If you're watching Big Ten football and you're expecting Purdue to make something, I don't think they're going to do it without the help of Nitro Tuggle, a wide receiver.
God, I hate life.
There is a defensive lineman, recorded 6 tackles last year, 5 in 2023.
hell.
His name is Blazin
what?
Lono Wong.
We're already super late, so here we go. My bad. Yeah,
No,
we
you're
got
good.
like 10 seconds, dude.
All right. I will get you more terrible names next week. Rust has no idea what he's doing.
I
He
don't know
told
what
me
I'm doing.
First thing you said.
It's a Monday.
Before we went on, you said, don't F up
You
the show.
killed me with
I
Diesel
killed you.
Dart. That's your fault.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Jeff Rust. Thank you, as always, to Isaac Ropp. We are all done for now. Bye-bye.
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream.